wife her. All these episodes we binging, 3 points how the Benz is, and it started just with some friendship. Now the videos is endless.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages? Welcome back to the AOA Reacts channel. I'm your host, as always, Ian, along with the boy Isaiah.
Yo, yo, yo.
And I know it's crazy. We're doing an intro for One Piece reactions. It's not normal, once in a blue moon, but I figured this one warranted it because, as you may have noticed already, this is episode 62. And the last episode that you saw on our YouTube channel and our Patreon was 52. So you might be thinking, where the hell did those 10 episodes go? So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a refresher on how we're navigating, no pun intended, this journey of One Piece and how we're watching it, and how that's going to look moving forward, and to let you know that we are aware of the things that we missed. So number one, we said this in episode 1, but I figured it was worth a recap. We are skipping filler, right? Anything that is just straight up filler that is not manga canon. And I say manga canon specifically because when you look up the One Piece, the filler list, if you go online, they have manga canon, they have obviously straight up filler, they have half canon, half filler episodes, and then they have anime canon. And so the half filler, half canon is pretty obvious. It's in the name, and we're skipping those. But what we'll do is we will scroll through them, or we will quickly look up what happens and what is relevant to the story, such as episode 61, which I'll get into in a minute, and kind of going from there instead of wasting half of the reaction on filler, right? We're just going to kind of get the knowledge and then go ahead with the main story. And then the anime canon, we have also decided to skip. Unless there was like a super big outcry for maybe a specific anime canon episode or a couple of them on the filler list, there are, I don't know, a total of maybe like 15 episodes or so that are anime canon. And from my research into the topic, it seems as if anime canon episodes are defined as episodes, or rather pieces of the storyline that Oda wanted to put into the manga, or had an idea to put into the manga, but never made it into the manga for whatever reason, whether it was a time constraint or he just felt at the end of the day it just didn't fit properly, or whatever the case might be. I don't know how that works for each specific episode, but I know that they're not in the manga. So obviously they weren't relevant enough, I guess, to make it into like the core story that is the manga, right? The OG story. So they're a nice addition to it, maybe kind of like OVAs or something like that, but they are not the core story. And being that this show is over 1,000 episodes, and at the time of recording here, we're on episode 62, we got a lot of ground to cover. So we want to get caught up as quickly as possible to this while getting all the major story beats and having you guys along for the ride. So that's going to, involve us cutting it down to the most streamlined and efficient way that we know how. So again, if there's a huge outcry, if like 90% of our fans are commenting that they're like, you got to watch this episode in particular and it's an anime canon, or, there are a couple episodes, we'll probably revisit it, we'll consider it. But as of right now, that's how we are navigating this. So just so everybody is in the loop with that. In terms of episode 61, because we had just passed that, and I know the latter half of that episode is canon, it's one of those split episodes. We are aware that the way you get into the entrance to the Grand Line is that you have to go up and over the mountain, which means that you have to position your ship in such a way that it rides the wave, literally, up the side of the mountain without crashing it into the sides, because the current reverses and then it goes back to its normal state once you hit above the clouds and then go back. So we did watch that. We just didn't feel it was warranted to have a whole separate video dedicated to that. So we are aware that's how they get into the Grand Line. So I think that basically sums it up. Just wanted to make sure that you guys were in the loop on this. Hopefully you guys watched it. But yeah, I think we're going to get into the reaction, unless Isaiah, was there anything that I missed or that you wanted to say before we get into it? Good to go? Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, we're going to get into this reaction, which is episode 62, the first line of defense. Yes, I read the title. A giant whale, LABOON appears. It should be fun. So let's get into it.
Way to spoil it for us.
They're booking it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
No, no. I was thinking more like the giant monster kind of sound. What is there though? Luffy.
There should be nothing but ocean. Oh.
Wow. That motherfucker just deleted the frames it took to get into view. Oh my god.
I love how goofy it looks. Oh man, this thing
Oh,
is.
somebody messed up his face or snout or whatever that is on a whale. He said, "Should we fight it?" Bro, your
Wow.
boat is literally the size of one of its teeth. Like, get out of here.
Oh yeah, the rudder broke as well. Trying to get in.
He just hops out on a smaller boat and like ditches them. I have an idea.
Yeah, look at that forehead vein.
Man, that whale looks like a mean motherfucker, bro.
Whoa. Nami's eyes. Nope.
Wait, what?
So he shot a cannonball in order to stop them from moving forward from the force that shot it backwards, I guess. But unfortunately, it had to hit the whale. So it kind of, they didn't just immediately explode, but they definitely got the whale's attention.
Interesting.
He's like,
Oh, he definitely knows. Oh my god. My man is shaking the sea. Oh my god, dude, his eye dwarfs this whole boat.
That was literally like a flea.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez.
Oh no. Is he
Oh,
sucking the boat
he's
in?
sucking him in for a snack, bro.
Oh man. Oh man. That's scary. Man, that stretchability is just coming so clutch.
Oh shit.
What's he doing?
Well, was like, what was that anyway? Time to get back to my moping or whatever I was doing. Man, does he just like chill at the end of this fucking ravine or whatever?
Well, time to go get a new crew.
I know. Imagine we just went through like 60 episodes, and it's like, well, time to do it over again.
Luffy is so dumb, bro. I swear. Interesting. Is this an actual organic whale?
Oh,
Or is
I
this a
don't think so.
machine?
It's clearly like a submarine of some kind.
Yeah. So I don't even know if it's living.
No, I think it's probably made to look like a whale.
I don't know, but its eye moved before and it moves well, I don't
Well, I
know.
mean, that could be mechanical.
That's true, that's true.
Oh, maybe the whale takes you to like the Grand Line.
Ah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like you can't like that was the end technically.
Oh, this is inside the whale? Is this inside the whale?
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
I think it is. No, dude, I think the whale is that big. Holy crap, dude. We really leveled up here in terms of the enemies
Holy
that we're
crap.
versing and stuff. Oh.
Damn. Ooh. Hook, line, and sinker, bro.
Holy hell.
Who did that?
Usopp's
Usopp's dead already. Oh my god. Somebody just really came out their house with 3 harpoons. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Uh-oh. That's a pirate. If I've ever seen a pirate silhouette. Oh, look at that lip.
Interesting. An interesting chat.
Well, technically 3 hits, but I guess that's semantics. Bro, tell me this old man pulls this whole fucking squid in, like, by himself.
I love how there was like a literal like atmosphere. There's like a whole sky and a whole new set of clouds with birds and all that kind of stuff. It's just in the whale.
One too many, guys.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
too many.
My
That
thoughts
could have been
exactly.
so epic if we had stopped that like 3 shots ago. Oh my god. No. Come on, guys. No. No.
I want that to happen every time they go to talk to this guy.
I really don't. I can't think of something I don't want to happen more than that. What is happening? agreement. Okay.
What? Oh.
All painted on? Who did this? Who could have done this? Oh my god, that whole island is moving.
Hmm.
Ah.
Hmm.
Wait, isn't their ship made of wood?
Why?
Yeah, I guess that's where the scars came from.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but is he suffering because he's hitting his head against this wall?
I don't know, dude.
Seems like something he could solve on his own. Oh, the whale. Wait a minute. We still haven't. Wait, so is this whale a living creature or is it a machine?
It's a living creature.
A living creature with a metal door inside it
Yes.
with passageways?
Apparently.
You understand why that sounds ridiculous, right?
Okay, maybe it is. I don't know, dude. Actually, I'm like totally lost.
What is going on?
It's just odd because it has like digestive gastric acid and stuff like that too. But
Well,
yeah,
that's what,
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's got both. It's like it's
Yeah.
got stomach acid, but also metal walls and doors. But it also seems to have a mind of its own. But it's also
Uh,
did he just
okay.
jump in the acid? Okay, that can't be acid. Like
What is happening? Yeah,
okay,
I
so
don't know. I genuinely
guess
don't know.
he's just immune to it for some reason.
Either that or it's not actually gastric acid,
Oh,
but that would
jeez.
be odd because why would he have the metal buoy thing or whatever it is on the bottom?
Or why would they tell us it's acid if it's not
Yeah,
acid?
yeah.
Damn. If you were not rubber, dude, you'd be dead. Like super dead. Brain would be fucking putty.
Oh no. Luffy, grab a light or something. Okay. Too late. Miss Wednesday.
Her name's not Wednesday though. Come on now. Mr. Nine? Well, I guess when you have a show this large, everybody can't have like a legit name. Like you, door handle, come here. So are we just not gonna explain the acid thing with the old man? We're just gonna brush that off.
Oh, Luffy's gonna come and ruin everything. I love it.
You'll be fine. Shut the fuck up. That old man can literally do a lap in gastric acid. Like you guys will be fine. What do you mean help? You're the one with the stretchy limbs, bro. Grab the boat.
Yeah, Luffy can't swim.
I don't think I've been more confused about the plot of a show in quite some time.
Yeah, I Miss Wednesday. uh, Oh,
Oh my god.
what?
Oh my god, Sanji, I need you to dial it back to like a 6. Bro, back the fuck up. All right, first off, like, what are you doing here?
They're trying to kill it. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I gathered. Well, he did just shout, "No one's gonna touch this whale as long as I live." So I think that's a correct assumption to make.
Oh no, a little too maniacal for Luffy's taste. So I think you just scored an enemy that you don't want. Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Wow.
Like,
Imagine
so
what the world would be like if we all followed that instinct.
Yeah, right. There'd be a lot less people in it.
There are, or just a lot more injured people. So is that hair that you're rocking, or is that like a headdress? Can we get like a 411 on that? Wow, damn.
Interesting. Okay. Now, is it
One
like he's
word I would
waiting for a
use.
specific pirate crew, or it's like a pirate crew, I don't know, worthy enough or to save him or whatever the case might be? Because he says he has a human heart. Does he mean that in like a more literal sense, where it's like there are certain human emotions that this whale has that normally a whale wouldn't? It makes like he's special in that way, so he feels this like complex emotion, and that's why he's hitting his head into the wall and trying to escape. I don't know. That's interesting though, for sure. Yeah.
I was about to say like, no, Ian, that sounds ridiculous. But like then I thought about the episode we just watched, and I'm like, I can't say that couldn't be the case because this show is just so like silly. That's literally the only like this show feels like something a kid would have made. You know what I mean? Like just in the sense that it's like, and that's not like I don't mean that in like an insultive way, but like, it's just so like nonsensical seeming and like crazy out there shit that like doesn't actually make any sense when you try to, put it in any sort of like when you try to connect dots, but it's like, so then it just comes down to like, oh, well, just stop trying to think about it. And it's like, dog, that's kind of how I enjoy stories. Like, I have to be able to like think. It's gotta make some level of sense to me, and so that's kind of why I harp on that stuff as much as I do, because One Piece just be like taking my conceptions of what makes sense and just constantly just throwing it out the window, bro. Like I'd run a mile to go grab it back, and it just waits for me to come back and toss it out the window again. It's like it doesn't give a fuck, dude. It's just doing random stupid ass shit, and it's like it's not gonna explain like. It's like, oh, this isn't water. We're in a pool of gastric acid, but it's not so painful that this man can't do like a full Olympic lap in it and then go to this ladder and then jump in front of 2 active cannonballs. It's like, okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I hope he's like super powered or he ate some devil fruit or some shit, because it's like, I don't know. There's just a lot of points that I'm like, I don't know if it's like the show trying to lead you to like, think or theorize, or if it's just them not bothering to explain shit. And, I don't know. I guess one of those ways significantly makes me more frustrated than the other.
Sure. Yeah. If I had to try and explain the gastric acid thing in particular, they mentioned that it would eventually wear through the wood of the boat. So I guess my assumption is that even if you're in it, so long as you're not exposed to it for a prolonged period of time, it won't have an effect. Like if you get it off, it's not going to start doing it. Which still, I mean, I don't know the anatomy of a whale, nor do I know specifically how gastric acid works, even in the human body. So I don't know how legitimate that would be or not, if it's supposed to just immediately disintegrate them or whatever.
I don't know.
But if I had to try and explain
numbers, like, scientific, like the exact numbers, but gastric acid will burn through your body. Let me put it this way. When you get an aggressive burp or you throw up and you feel that burning in your throat, that's from the acid in your stomach. That shit touches anything other than the inside of your stomach, it's burning through. It's like it's going to burn you. So again, in normal real world logic, there's literally no way that somebody would have been able to take, to do that in that thing, nor would Luffy or the other 2 people have fallen in it and not have any burns on them. But I guess in this world, it's, it's like not really, it's like a watered down gastric acid. I don't know what the explanation is, but it's just like, because it's like, then don't call it that, you know what I mean? Because that's a thing in the real world that has real world implications, and it's like, oh, it's gastric acid, but it doesn't work like the gastric acid, and it's like, I'm not even like trying to get hung up on that one thing, because that's not it's more that like the plethora of things you get hit with in an episode sometimes that confounds me, and it's not necessarily one thing, but it's just they all start to add up to this like, wait a minute, why is like nobody explaining anything? Like, you can't just be like, you know what I mean? That's like if I hit you with a hammer and like you didn't get hurt at all, it just phased through your face, and it's like, oh, I call this a hammer, but it doesn't work the way like what a hammer to work like. It's like the only conception you have of a hammer is the hammers in our reality. So it's like, take a second to like explain what's going on so that I don't just feel lost, because then it's like there's plot going on, but I'm not even thinking about that because I'm trying to like figure out what's going on with like the world. I'm like, why are we in a whale that ate a submarine, I guess, or something that's filled with gastric acid? But like, I don't know. It's just a lot. That's really all I can say, man. It's just that episode was like so much info to take in, and I'm like, okay, like I feel like we're moving a mile a minute, but I'm like, well, hold on, we're not. Let's go back to the starting line real quick, because nobody explained what the deal is with like this ship or this whale really, and I don't know. I feel lost, quite frankly.
No, I understand. I definitely have a lot of questions as well, like how they have this sort of metal, like these metal passageways and doors and stuff in that system, and like how that works. But again, I think I'm just probably doing myself a disservice by trying to question it so much. That's it. That's it. I've relegated to it. I've broken down. One Piece, you have broken me. It's a giant whale with doors in it. That's it. That's all I can go off of now, and that's how that works. And maybe he does have an actual human heart. I don't know. Maybe he's a human whale. I don't know. I don't know anymore. thoroughly confused, but I'm just
Yeah, I think
riding.
we are the problem, or I'll save you the blow. I am the problem here in that I'm injecting too much of my common sense and realism. I know people were like, "Oh, One Piece is absurd. You just have to get over it." Kind of sounds like an excuse, but I yeah, it's my fault. I guess I'm the villain here. I'm the one who's trying to make sense of a situation that doesn't require sense to be made of it in order to exist, clearly. So that is my bad.
Yeah, I'm tripling down on the world building and the specific character. What would you call it? Just the characters, like the certain specific characters, right? And their backstories and their aspirations and all that kind of stuff. And then kind of like just reading, you know what I mean? Going along on on the tour, the sightseeing tour with some friends, and just encountering this wacky, zany stuff along the road. But yeah, definitely many questions to be had there. And it seems that Miss Wednesday and Mr. Nine, who seem like secret agents, but like really bad ones, are coming in to try and kill this whale from the inside out. And this old man is trying to save the whale.
To feed their village for 2 to 3 years, which,
Yes.
to be fair, well, I'm not saying that like the whale has to die or like, but I'm just saying, just on the surface, we could be proven next episode that like, no, they're actually doing it in some super scummy way, and maybe the village doesn't need, but like if the village is like in a drought and like needs food, I'm just saying it doesn't sound like the stupidest idea or like the worst idea I've ever heard. Obviously, there's some exposition that's required, but I'm just saying, again, if that village is like starving and there's a fucking whale the size this big, I'm just saying, maybe we talk, maybe we have a conversation, because it's like, what is this old man getting out of defending the whale? That's all. I'm just, I need some 411 knowledge. That's all I need.
It's probably some of course they're going, I totally agree with you that I think there's a conversation we had, but obviously the show is already setting it up and will continue to set it up as Ms. Wednesday and Mr. Nine are, crazy, evil people that are, it's like, are killing the whale for sure that reason, but maybe they get some like weird thrill out of it or whatever. They're gonna frame it in such a way that they are in the wrong, like 100%. They already have, right? The way that they're like, like I'm a villain, you know what I mean? Thing. So it definitely makes it like easy to know which side to pick in this, but to fit this plot point in this narrative, you know what I mean? Maybe the whale is like going extinct or something like that, I think. Or maybe I think he mentioned that that is the only whale, like it is the largest whale. Yeah. So like to preserve it, is it worth it? But I totally understand what you're saying, where it's like if the village is like totally starving and it's like, you know what I mean? Like that's there and it's like they have no other.
Don't get me wrong. If that village is like eating well and motherfuckers are partying every day, it's like, all right, then go find some food somewhere else. Leave the whale alone if it's like the only one of its kind. But I mean, these motherfuckers are eating dirt every other day. Like, I don't know what the village situation is, but if it is anything like the latter, maybe we just have a conversation. Because maybe even if we just siphon off a little bit of the whale and like nothing lethal, but like we just, we get enough food for a year. Like, it's huge. It's a anyway, never mind.
Peter! Oh, brother. Anyway, it's a cartoon, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get too up in arms. It's an anime. But
man, the fans don't agree.
Yeah, I can't help myself. I have to like pull it into like more somber, serious shit. That's like that's how I enjoy my shows. What was it you were saying one time you were watching like a Twitch stream or something, but like the Crunchyroll mascot like was Twitch streaming or whatever. And it was like, what anime do you like? And everybody was saying it. And she was like, wow, you guys like so much sad anime or whatever. And the person said something along the lines of like, sad anime is what makes us feel alive. It was so along those lines. And it was like, A, depressing comment. But B, I kind of see where it's coming from. Because I do get a kick out of trying to relate these things to real world issues and problems. And probably just making them into bigger deals than they have to be to kind of like drive a conversation. Because realistically, One Piece is just wacky. So it's like, I probably shouldn't think so hard about it, but you know what I mean? I can't help myself. And Isaiah has frozen. Right. Oh, no, he's back. Oh. Okay. Unless you were just like really still for a second. And if so, that was impressive. Right. But anyway, I think that was it, right? I mean, that was really it. That's all that was going down. All right, so that's going to do it for our reaction and discussion today. All in good fun. Make sure you guys are liking this video if you enjoyed the content today, subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell so you don't miss any future live reactions on the channel. Share with your friends as well so they could join the fun, and comment your thoughts down below. What did you think of this episode, our banter? Do you just love the absolute silliness that happens in the show, or does sometimes it gets to you? Sometimes it gets to you. It gets under your skin, maybe not. I don't know. Curious to know, some of you One Piece fans out there, what your thoughts are on that one. And hit us up in our description down below. We have a link there. It says Linktree. Click that. That'll bring you to all the other ways that you could support us beyond just this YouTube channel, like our secondary YouTube channel, the AOA Show, for all non-reaction style content, our social media, our merch shop, our Discord, which is totally free to join, many more things, and more importantly, our Patreon. If you want to support the channel directly while getting exclusive benefits, that's the best way to do it. It's a win-win for everybody involved. You get plenty of benefits, but one of the standout ones here, especially for One Piece fans, are early, unfiltered, and exclusive access to live reactions that we cover on the channel. So One Piece is obviously included among that, so you get those a week early, and you get those in an unedited format. If anything is if anything has to change, we obviously will notify everybody. But that's the deal. Definitely don't want to miss it. We hope to see you there. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the flip. Peace.
Peace.
Ninjas and samurais, blaze of the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start. My hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard. Left them in one piece, no